A U.S. Senate committee spent 2 hours discussing a supposed threat posed by Russia, but it wasn't the military they were focusing on. It was our network, RT. That was mentioned more than once in the hearing. RT's Gayana Chichikan has more on what exactly was said.
Having watched the U.S. Senate Foreign Relations Subcommittee hearing titled Putin's Invasion of Ukraine and the Propaganda That Threatens Europe, we at RT have learned something new about ourselves.
Just to be on the safe side, though, RT, which does not broadcast in Russian, never identifies itself as a Russia-based and government-funded network.
The fact that RT is Russia-based is in its name, which stands for Russia Today. Not so obvious to Leon Aaron, a member of the BBG, organization that runs U.S. government-funded media, including Radio Free Europe and Voice of America. From him, we also learned this about RT.
RT is hardly this, all-powerful, seductive monster. Credible polling that was done in Western Europe, that barely registered. Very negligible. Russia Today is not all-powerful at all. RT is a glamour project.
Interesting perspective, if not confusing, considering a good part of the hearing was dedicated to how the U.S. should counter RT.
Time and talent and task and risk-taking innovation and, yes, money for U.S. international media will continue to be needed to counter this effort.
Obviously, Radio Free Europe, Voice of America, these things were very strong in the Cold War. On a scale of 1 to 10, let's say 10 is the most effective. Let's say that's our countermeasures that we were employing in the Cold War. How low did it go and where are we at right now?
I think we're at a 3 or 4.
RT at 10 right now?
I don't overgive them, but I would say they are a 7 to 8.
Pretty darn good. How low did we go?
We have a long way to climb before we can be as omnipresent as Russian influence is today.
An expert on digital media said this about RT.
We tweet, but we tweet to send long press releases to someone that, quite frankly, no one really cares about. And we send out YouTube videos that put us to sleep. Whereas Russia Today, in fact, is able to claim to have more than 2 billion viewers as the largest network, Russian news network, online. So we have to transform the way we communicate in that space, otherwise we're gonna lose the battle.
Overall, it was a somewhat Cold War-style hearing, with the main undercurrent being us versus them. In Washington, I'm Gayana Chichikan, RT.